Hey guys, if you know me, then what's up? If you don't know me already, my name is Patrick Loftus. I'm 22 years old. I'll be 23 at the end of the month actually. And I just graduated college about around like 2 months ago. And I just started working at my first post-grad 9 to 5. It's actually currently Friday at 5:05 p.m. I just got out, so I just actually wrapped up my third full week here. And this isn't something I normally do. I kind of want to make it a thing I do more because, who knows what can come out of it. But I kind of did something brave today, and maybe brave is a very strong word for what I actually did, but I at least did something that got me out of my comfort zone. And the thing I did today was I wore a pink shirt to the office. Yeah. You're probably like, what the, excuse my cursing, what the fuck, this guy's joking, like what's going on here? And so I guess let me explain it. My plan is I don't live that far from the office, so my plan is just kind of to yap for about like however long it takes me to get home. And then I'll kind of edit this video down, get my main points across, and the shorter version you'll see, I guess, on TikTok, and the full, unedited, I guess, raw version you'll see on, I guess, what would be my YouTube channel. So going back, I wore a pink shirt to the office, and again, it might not seem like that big of a deal to you. You kind of think, this guy got out of his comfort zone. What'd he do? Did he just run a marathon with no training? I don't know, like what crazy thing did this guy just do? And to hear that I literally just wore a pink shirt to the office, I understand, where your thoughts are coming from. But so going back, this was a shirt that I bought not too long ago. Truth be told, I actually had wanted to buy the shirt for quite a while now. Of course, I'm not blind. I knew it was pink going in, but I saw the shirt, and of course I saw it was pink, but I saw what it looked like, and I was like, I kind of like that. It's a nice looking shirt in my eyes. The price is good for the shirt, so I hesitated for a while to buy it because I was like, if this dude pulls up in a pink shirt, you think I'm gonna get judged, and I was scared of judgment, and I don't want that, So I didn't buy the shirt for a while, but time went by, and I found it again, and no one had bought it, and I was like, you know what, what am I doing? I'm thinking too much about it. So I bought the shirt. Came in a few days later. So now I had the shirt, and I was like, well, what do I do now? The next thing to do, is to wear the shirt. But it was weird. I had the shirt, but I was still scared to wear it. Because judgment and all judgment behind it, and kind of me getting in my own head, and not wanting attention, and by that I mean negative attention. So there's a stage that I saw the shirt originally, waited a while, and then I bought the shirt, and then I waited some more, and now this is my first time actually wearing the shirt. And I like the shirt. I actually like it a lot, and the reason, I guess the meaning behind this whole thing, besides this guy just ranting about some pink shirt, is because I think there's kind of a deeper understanding to it all. Going back, not wanting to be judged, and fearing what other people might think about, me and my decisions and what I like and what I want to do. And it's a really bad, it's very toxic, very unhealthy, whatever word you want to use. It's not a thing that you should do, to think like that, and going off of thinking, basing your actions off of that kind of stuff. There's a quote that I heard a few days ago. It goes something like, you're with your friends, you're with a group of people, and someone takes a picture of the group of you guys, and you get your hands on the picture. Who's the first person that you look at when you get the picture? It's you. And that's the same for, as far as I'm concerned, every human being on this planet. And I guess the whatever meaning behind that little example, story, whatever you call it, is that people only care about themselves. Like you think everyone's eyes are always on you 24/7, when really the only eyes that are on you 24/7 are your own, because everyone else is just caught up in exactly what is going on in your head, except it's in theirs. And if that doesn't really relay the message, there's another one that I also heard a few days ago. It goes something like, either like 100 years from now, or 3 generations from now, whichever comes first, I guess. Pretty much, no one is going to remember you, or what you did, or who you were, or anything like that. It's definitely more of a dark example, but like for most of us, it's kind of true. So again, like 2 way different examples, but they're all kind of getting down to the same one thing, which is don't fear any outside people, any outside perspectives, judgment, anything. Like, do what, and it's weird because we hear it all the time as kids, but do what you want to do, like, don't worry about what other people think, because it's really meaningless at the end of the day, right? Like, the only value that you give yourself comes from within. You're never gonna have your value be based off something from the outside of yourself, right? Like, the only value that you give yourself is from what comes inside. And, of course, like, that's something that I and a lot of other people have, probably struggled with during the earlier years of their lives, is, people's judgment and overthinking and everything in between that. But it's something that I think a lot of people should realize at some point in their lives, that you really can do whatever you want if you just, and it's not easy, but as you practice it over time, just not caring what people think, or not letting anything outside of yourself affect what's going on inside, right? So for me, obviously I'm not a perfect human being whatsoever, but today was a small step in the right direction for me, and thinking about it today, the shirt and all that, like, if I didn't wear this shirt today, I probably wouldn't be making this video, because again, this is something I'm not used to doing. Again, because, I was scared of people's judgment and what they would think of me doing something like this, something out of the ordinary, scared of judgment, and, I don't even know, not being this pristine, perfect human being in their eyes, which, from a larger scope is just being a normal, boring sheep of a person, right? So yeah, today was just a small step forward in my journey, I guess, along the lines of this, what I've been kind of preaching to you guys so far, which is and by the time I'm making this video right now at 5:15 p.m., me talking to you guys right now wouldn't have been happening if I didn't wear this shirt today. And getting a lot outside my comfort zone, and inspired me to do this. And who knows what comes from here. Anything is possible. Not to sound all corny and whatnot, but anything is possible if you just stop worrying about what people think and you just do it. You genuinely can have, and again, this is something that our parents tell us all the time growing up, but you genuinely can have anything and everything you want out of your life by just doing a few things right consistently. And it's taken me 22, almost 23 years to realize that. I guess this is one of those things, I guess this is kind of getting to a deeper thought that I'm having just now, but excuse me, I'm concentrating a little bit while I'm driving here, but because life is short, and unfortunately I think that a lot of people, as they grow older and eventually they reach their deathbeds and they're on their deathbeds, and they're just not satisfied with the life that they lived. As sad as it is, I feel like it happens much too often in the world we live in today. I think a big part of that is kind of what I've been blabbering on about for however long, I guess 12 and a half minutes now, that they were always scared to do what they truly wanted because they feared what other people would think. I'm not going to hammer home the point any much longer, but you shouldn't do that. Everyone deserves to live the best life that they can imagine. And again, a big part of that is wearing a pink shirt. Because there's always those stats that to be exactly where you are right now, to even exist, is a culmination of trillions of whatever the highest number imaginable is of different circumstances going exactly the way that they did. Your soul and your energy could be anywhere in the universe right now, from the frickin' pebble on the beach that gets caught in your towel or whatnot, or to being a human being, or just a little dust particle in the middle of nowhere in outer space. Your soul and your energy could be absolutely anywhere right now, and it's here. And to me, that's really cool. And it reminds me of this little clip that I saw on TikTok of a Joe Rogan podcast. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted by saying that. I don't know how it works, but I don't know what episode, I don't know who said it, but I know it was on that podcast. And the guy said something along the lines of kind of what I just blabbered on about, but he said, you are here on Earth as a human being in the year 2024 right now. You can't change that. There's a lot of things that you can control in your life, whether you believe it or not, but you being born when you are and where you are and as to what you are, that's one of the few things that you literally cannot change whatsoever. You have to deal with it and make the most of it and accept it and come to love it. And he kind of described it as being a dolphin underwater. And I'm not going to hammer home the point as well because I guess I'm not too old versed in it, but he described it as being a dolphin in the water. And you know, dolphins, they leap up and out of the water for a few seconds. He said, your life right now, your spirit and your energy, exactly where it is in your lifetime right now, is the moment where a dolphin jumps out of the water, does its most beautiful dance possible before going back into the water. And I think that that's a very good way to kind of view your life. Good timing. I just ran out of my whatever thought I was having, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. So, the point of, life and, the point of your life should be, to be like the dolphin in a way and, do the most beautiful dance that you can while you're out of the water and in the air, and the next question might be, well, how do you know if it's a beautiful dance, or what makes it a beautiful dance, or anything related to that? And I think the answer is whatever you define a beautiful dance as. No one should really be able to put a definition on that for other people, right? Because everyone's perspective and experience and bias and really everything about everybody's different. No one can put a straight definition on what your beautiful dance is or should be. It's up to you to decide, and how you define beautiful is however you define beautiful. So yeah, I've kind of learned a lot, I guess, talking to myself right now. I'm almost home, so again, what I think my plan is that I'll take this video, or I guess these two videos now, I'll keep the one, or in this case the two, whole, and toss that on YouTube, and I'll take the same clips, chop them up, edit it down to whatever a TikTok video is, and then I'll post the shorter edited version on TikTok. And I have no idea, what I'm doing with all this stuff, but I'll figure it out. It really can't be that hard, and it probably isn't. Fear is like 100-mile wide ocean that's only about 2 feet deep, is what I've heard. So I'm sure learning all this really simple editing stuff isn't going to be that bad. But yeah, I'll do that, and who knows? Who knows where this will go? Again, I think it would be pretty cool just to make this a little habit of mine to, instead of tossing on whatever music I feel like listening to on my way back home from work, just whatever thoughts kind of came up in my mind, or anything that happened that was interesting in my eyes, I'll just think out loud, I guess, on my way home, and expand on those thoughts, and who knows? I know this will be something that is good for me, myself, but hey, I think the bigger thing is if I can help someone in some way, and say each of these videos I make, then I'd consider that a huge win. If you listen this far and I've said nothing but nonsense to you for however long now, then sorry, you'll probably have to come back on Monday, and hopefully I'll have something better to say then. But if I had said something that, you know, made you think or helped you out in some way or another, or, you know, just had any sort of positive impact on your current state, your day, anything, then that's what it's all about, man. That's really what it's all about. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And again, all these little actions today of me doing what I want, when I want, within reason, of course, you know. But you know, just living my life the best way I see fit without worrying about anything from the external. You know, I think doing small things around that every day, I think they're really gonna add up over time. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I know I definitely feel a lot better after doing this first one. Truth be told, I was a little nervous, again, because it's something that I've never done before. And yeah, I guess I'm scared of what people would think about this, but you know, I guess I'm just slowly learning to just, you know, not care, you know, just let it flow on by, that feeling, or whatever it is that you want to call it. But yeah, kind of running out of things to say now. My car's a little rattly, I apologize, but hopefully I also spoke loud enough during this too. But yeah, so I'm not a huge social media person, but I guess things are kind of going to change now. Again, just to say it for like the millionth time, I'll put the longer version on YouTube. I'll put the shorter edited version on TikTok. I have Instagram, so who knows what I'll do with that. You know, and I think a podcast might be cool to do as well, you know, but of course I can't really, you know, do that much on a whim. I would probably, if I'm, and again, maybe I'm thinking too deeply about it and being a little scared, right? This is all baby steps, but in my eyes right now, at least, maybe a podcast, especially like the ones that I listen to that were hours long, they would take just a little bit of preparation for, but yeah, I think that as with everyone else, I've learned a lot over my course of being alive so far, and a lot of different lessons learned and experiences had and all that good stuff. So, you know, I think just to not only learn from myself is cool and expand on my thoughts and gain new perspectives and I guess new knowledge and wisdom in a way, but also, you know, to help out you guys in whatever way I can. And yeah, who knows, like if all this grows and I get a chance to learn from you guys through, I don't know, whatever, like comments or direct messaging or really anything, like, that'll be awesome. So I'm just about home now. Again, if you've listened this entire way through, thank you. Thank you. I'll be doing this again Monday, and pretty much, yeah, I guess it'll just be like my post 9 to 5 thing. You know, just doing this every Monday through Friday, and you know, maybe I'll sprinkle in some other smaller stuff. It won't be this long or dreadful, but I'll sprinkle in some other stuff because, yeah, I think if you have any, just in general, if you have anything to give to society, you should. And when I say if, everyone has something to give to society in one way or another. And if you think you don't, you're wrong. Like, take yourself outside your shoes, look at you from a few feet away, see how great of a person you are, you know, and what good things you've done and learned in your life, what unique and interesting and good perspectives and ideas and thoughts that you have, dreams that you have, and share them with people. And you never know how far it'll go, and it's totally free. Like, there's no con of doing it, right? So, you know, why not? Who cares what people think, right? But yeah, thank you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye. Last thing, wear a pink shirt and don't give a fuck about what anyone else thinks. There's a lot more to it than you think.